Patrick Geary, a famous historian who's collaborated with of the Middle Ages, of migrations in the early Middle Ages and collapse of the Roman Empire sort of time. He worked on a group called the Lombards, and the Lombard is a name that sort of traveled all over Europe and was associated with various different places and various different time periods. And he said something which I think sums up quite well, is that if you excavate a skeleton and it's got certain grave goods which we associate with the label Lombard, you still can't tell if that person, that skeleton, is the skeleton of a quote-unquote Lombard person. You don't know how they're identified. You don't know what they actually did with their lives, and all you know is that some grave goods in their grave are associated with this culture. We don't know why. Maybe they liked them. Maybe that was a prestige object. Maybe they traded with the Lombard. You see what I mean? It's never that simple. And if you do a DNA test, what does that tell you? Even if their ancestors came from, say, north and the Lombards came from the north, that still doesn't tell you 100% sure that that group did anything, or that person belonged to that group. Maybe they were a genetic outlier. Maybe they were adopted into that and their culture was 100% Lombard, but they were from somewhere else, or vice versa. You see my point.